Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday. I hope you're having a nice day. Rick and I are. I worked out at home and got in. It's the hardest workout. If any of you are looking for free workouts online, Team Body Project. I started doing their workouts during the pandemic and I love them. So today I did the one called Blaze, which is 36 minutes, and it's the hardest one they have. And wow, it was great. So that's done. Then I got showered and dressed, and Rick and I went out, went to go to the library so I could get more books, and turned out they weren't open yet. They didn't open till 11. So then we went to the drugstore, picked up all my prescriptions, and then came back to the library, and I got 12 books. So sat for quite a while, and yesterday everything went fine. Last night we had our Gorton's fish fillets from the Gorton's Fisherman and rice, and I made a salad, and all of that was very good. And we've still been enjoying our chocolates that we got for Valentine's Day and the butter cookies that I baked. So it is time for story time with Miss Paula. So let's say hi to all our friends out there, and I have a new friend to say hi to. Well, she's not a new friend, but she's the new friend on the list. Her name is Phyllis. So hi, Phyllis. Hi, Camilla. Hi, Parker. Hi, Sodi. Hi, Vicente. Hi, Trey. Hi, Brian. Hi, Carl. Hi, Callum. Hi, Alexandra. Hi, John. Hi, Jackson. Hi, Evan. Hi, Eric. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Vincent. Hi, Kaylee. Hi, James. Hi, MJ. Hi, Leo. Hi, Easton. Hi, Woody. Hi, Jack. Hi, Nora. Hi, Meadow. Hi, Milan. Hi, Rory. Hi, Jake. Hi, Emmy. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, Joe in Arizona. And hi to everyone else who is watching. If you want me to mention you by name, just ask me to in the comments, and I will. And the first book that I'm going to read today that I got is Walking in a Winter Wonderland, based on the song by Felix Bernard and Richard B. Smith, as sung by Peggy Lee, illustrated by Tim Hopgood. Okay. And I always like that song, so I guarantee you're going to hear some singing. And if this was a book that I bought, I would have written, this book belongs to Miss Paula. Let's see. Okay, this is for Absent Friends from Tim Hopgood. Okay, Walking in a Winter Wonderland, based on the song by Felix Bernard and Richard B. Smith, as sung by Peggy Lee, illustrated by Tim Hopgood. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening, a beautiful